Ugh. You know that feeling, right? When you're stuck in traffic and it just seems like it's going to last forever.
Oh, tell me about it.
Well, today we're diving deep into one of those places that are practically famous for their traffic jams.
Oh, yeah.
The Gotthard Tunnel in Switzerland. I mean, honestly, who hasn't heard some crazy story about being stuck in traffic there?
Yeah, I think it's like a rite of passage for anyone driving through Europe.
It really is. So we're going to figure out what exactly causes these massive backups. We'll look at how many cars the tunnel can actually handle at once, when the busiest times are, and even get into some pretty specific details about how long you might end up waiting.
Yeah, and I think it's important to remember that the Gotthard Tunnel isn't just like a headache for travelers.
Right.
It's really a vital link for all of Europe.
Absolutely. It's not just about vacation headaches. It's a major route for trade and all sorts of stuff that, keeps the continent running.
Exactly.
Okay, so we get why it's important, but seriously, why is it always so jammed?
Well, imagine this. You've got one lane going in each direction.
Okay.
Through a tunnel that's over 16 kilometers long, right through the Alps.
Yeah.
And they're trying to squeeze what feels like a whole city's worth of cars through there every single day.
Yeah, I see where the problem starts. But I mean, you can't exactly just build another 2-lane highway through a mountain, right?
No, not exactly. Building a second tunnel would be, well, let's just say it's a huge project. And then you've got the environmental impact to consider.
Right.
So for now, they're trying to manage everything with a speed limit. 80 kilometers per hour.
Oh, wow. That's way lower than, the usual highway speed limit, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of highways in Europe are 120.
So why so slow? Is it just to keep the traffic moving smoothly?
That's part of it, but it's also for safety.
Right.
And ventilation. You have to think about it. Thousands of cars in a closed space like that.
Oh, yeah, the exhaust.
Exactly. Keeping the air flowing is really important.
That makes sense. Okay, so we've talked about capacity and speed limits. What does all that actually look like in real life? Like, how bad do these traffic jams get?
You're talking about kilometers of cars just standing still.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes over 10 kilometers, especially on busy weekends. Actually, on Pentecost weekend in 2023, there was a 20-kilometer backup.
No way.
Yeah.
That's, almost the entire length of the tunnel.
It's crazy.
I was reading about someone who got stuck in a jam back on July 18th, 2020.
Oh, yeah.
It took them 45 minutes to go just 6 kilometers.
Oh.
And this was going south, towards Italy. And they started near the spot called Gallery Riplestol, which I guess is like a ventilation shaft going up to the surface.
Yeah, I think I know the one.
Even once they were inside the tunnel, they were only averaging 60 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, that's what happens. And that's actually a good point because the southbound lanes, the ones going towards Italy, those tend to be more congested.
Really?
On average, you're looking at about a 10-minute wait for every kilometer. But going northbound, back up towards Germany, sometimes it's even worse, like 15 minutes per kilometer on average.
It makes you wonder if it's even worth it, what makes people choose this route when they know there could be such a long wait?
I mean, for a lot of people, it's just the most direct route.
I guess that makes sense.
If you're driving from Germany down to Italy for a vacation, the Gotthard Tunnel might be the fastest way, even with the traffic.
Right.
And it's not just the travelers who are affected. These delays can mess up supply chains and even impact the economies of entire countries.
It's pretty amazing to think about how much influence just one tunnel can have. Sounds like there's no simple fix for this problem.
Not really, no.
If you were in charge of trying to solve these traffic jams, where would you even start?
That's the big question, isn't it? Making the tunnel bigger is a long and expensive process.
Yeah.
Plus, there's a whole environmental side of things. Maybe there are some high-tech solutions out there.
Like what?
I don't know, some kind of smart traffic management system. Or maybe even look into alternative ways to get across the Alps, besides driving.
That's something to think about.
Definitely.
So to anyone out there who's planning a trip through the Gotthard Tunnel, especially during those peak times, I'd say pack your patience, bring a good audiobook, and maybe have a backup route in mind just in case.
Good advice.
Who knows? Maybe someday we'll be doing a whole deep dive on the brilliant solution that finally fixed the Gotthard traffic jams.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they come up with.
Until then, safe travels, everyone.
Absolutely.